Peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum. So I appreciate the critique because it raises a serious question, but it also assumes something that the Quran itself does not assume. Islam does not ask a person to enter into it by suspending reason. You cannot even become a Muslim without becoming a witness. The Shahadatain, or the dual statement of witness, is a testimony. You're not saying that I inherited this or I was told that. You're saying I have recognized something is true and I'm willing to stand as a witness to it. Al-Islam begins not with a blind belief, but with recognition that settles the conscience. So this is powerful, and this is important to recognize. The Quran shows us how that recognition forms. When oppression weighs heavily on the innocent soul, when the lies of the social environment collapse, when false authorities are exposed, when human solutions fail, the soul is stripped down to its essentials. And at that point, the heart no longer trusts systems. It no longer trusts titles or power. The only thing left to trust is God. And when that turning to God happens with uncommon sincerity and intensity, the Quran shows us a moral law at work. Allah intervenes. This is not mythology. This is not a one-off situation. This is a pattern. Muhammad the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, prayers and peace be upon him, did not seek prophethood. He withdrew from a corrupt moral climate, burdened by injustice, exploitation, and human degradation. His turning to God was not abstract theology. It was a plea born of moral pressure. And the Quran presents revelation itself as a response to that condition. He says, did he not find you searching and guided you? Guidance comes when the human situation has exhausted all of its false solutions. This same moral climate invites Allah's intervention in every age and among every people. That law does not change. So yes, the Quran is understood as revelation, but it does not ask people to accept that claim in isolation. It doesn't ask you to accept it in a vacuum. It appeals constantly to what is accessible to ordinary human beings. Reflection, moral intuition, historical patterns, and signs in nature. This is why it keeps asking, will you not reason? Revelation in Islam does not replace evidence. It organizes it into meaning. It illuminates it. The Prophet, praise and peace be upon him, was validated because his life, his character, and his message formed a coherent whole. People watched him before they followed him. His guidance aligned with human dignity. It stabilized community life, and he spoke truthfully to the human condition. Authority in this framework is not imposed, it's recognized by the fitrah, that moral intelligence that Allah places in every soul. As for similarities with earlier Jewish and Christian traditions, the Quran never denies that continuity. It actually affirms it. But continuity is not evidence against truth. In every serious field of knowledge, understanding develops through confirmation, correction, and refinement. And the Quran presents itself in exactly that way. It's a correction, a completion, a continuation of what came before it. And the Quran invites evaluation by its moral and social results. Imam W.D. Muhammad understood this deeply. He taught that Islam is not validated by institutions, by diplomas, or by religious credentials. It's validated by what it produces in human beings. He warned us not to shift our recognition of authority away from moral clarity and towards paperwork. Faith, as he taught it, is not belief without evidence. It's trust built through lived confirmation. This is why the guidance we received through Imam W.D. Muhammad is so special. That guidance emerged from a people shaped by profound historical suffering, a community whose oppression refined moral sensitivity rather than destroying it. That experience mirrors the very climate that has always drawn divine guidance into history. And because that guidance arose from real trial, it must be succeeded. Not frozen, not fragmented, not institutionalized without continuity. It must be succeeded and lived in real time. Islam does not survive through certificates. It survives through living guidance that answers real human needs. So yes, Islam involves faith. But it is a faith that bears witness, faith that recognizes patterns, faith that sees God respond when humanity reaches its moral limit. That's not blind belief. That's responsible testimony, rooted in history, conscience, and the unchanging mercy of God. Praise be to Allah. Peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum.